Hey you guys, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a thrift haul to share with you. Super excited. I have a lot of really special pieces that I have been collecting over the last couple of weeks, maybe month or so. We just moved to a new town, a small town in northern Minnesota, and there are two great thrift stores really close by that I stop into very frequently just to see what I could find. I also went antiquing with my mom a couple weeks ago when I was back visiting, and I just want to share with you some of the pieces that I found. So first up, I found this one just the other day, is this beautiful lamp. So I'll show you the lampshade first. It's this red and white kind of plaid. It's a hexagon, so you can see it's six sides, and it was just a plain lampshade in the store, and I was walking around and I found this other lamp base. It's just a wooden white one. It actually is a little banged up. I think I'm just gonna sand it down quick and put a new fresh coat of paint on it. And I have a really adorable kind of farmhousey, classic looking lamp. So I got that and I just love it. I think it's so sweet. This sweater that I got, this I thrifted just the other day as well. And I picked up more on my outfit. I picked up these little pearl earrings. I don't know, I feel like my earrings have just been disappearing lately. I lose the back of one and one falls out, and so my earrings are not very precious. Most of them are thrifted, or I found them at like garage sales. So I also picked up these cute little gold studs. They're just kind of like half circles, half spheres. So I picked those up. I thought they're kind of just a classic stud. Wait to see. I have this really cool thing that I'm sitting on to show you, but I have to do it at the end because I'm sitting on it. But get excited. It's kind of unique and cool and funky and a little weird, but I love it. Okay, next. I found this. We were thrifting together, and it's a small little water dispenser. So if you've been following along for any amount of time, you know that we apply Montessori principles in our home. And one of those principles, or a key principle, is independence and fostering independence. So preparing our home in a functional way for our children to do things independently. And this is just perfect. I've been looking for a water dispenser, but all of them are so large, like a gallon. And I love that this one is just a liter, very little, manageable, like the amount of water I put in there in the day could be the amount that our boys drink. So I need to I'll figure out how to set this up and maybe even like secure it to something so that it doesn't fall off and break, and teach our guys how to pour themselves a glass of water. But I just thought it was adorable. It's actually not very antique. It comes from Target, so nothing like crazy special, but cute nonetheless. Now these I picked up when we first came to visit this small town, when we were discerning whether or not we were going to move. And I went and I hit up the thrift stores while the boys were napping one day. Actually, I think this is when we walked into town all together as a family. So there's 6 prints, framed prints of different animals. And I just think they would make the most beautiful kind of little gallery wall somewhere in the house. So we have a fox and a little birdie here. And then here's another robin and a squirrel. So I changed the hooks on them because they were like really protruding ones, and they weren't going to hang up very well. So I got these little wall hooks to hang them easier, and I just haven't decided where I want to hang them up yet. So I've been holding on to them, but I just absolutely love them. They weren't super cheap. I think each one was $5.29. So not super cheap, but you can tell they're well made, backed, and just beautiful. Something that I think would fit really well either like in a play space or like a child's bedroom or a homeschool room one day. They're just timeless and lovely. A few clothing items that I got. I don't always look through the clothing section, but on this day I had a little extra time and I did. So I just got this black and tan kind of cardigan sweater, not cardigan, it's a sweater, and it's kind of a longer tunic length. So that's cozy. I picked up this more heavyweight polka dot sweater. I don't own any polka dots, I don't think. So this one will be kind of fun. And I found this kind of sweatshirt sweater. So it's got like a pocket, ties, a little bit of a collared neck there. It was just in really good condition and cozy. So just added a few sweaters to my wardrobe for the winter months and ones that I'm really excited about wearing. So I also picked up a pair of jeans. I was able to try them on and they fit perfectly. So they're kind of a mom style jean, you know, fitted up a high-waisted and then kind of loose and baggy. So really comfy, practical, and the fact that they fit like perfectly is just kind of rare. I find it very challenging to buy pants, so I had to get them. Next up, I'll just show you these two little things I found. Came across the book Blueberries for Sal, which was a book I grew up reading all the time, and we don't own this one, so I bought that for $1.98. Pretty good. I saw these little basketball sports ball thank you cards. The boys had their birthday in November, and I didn't get around to sending thank yous just with the busyness of moving, and they were just $1. So I saw them, I was like, oh, those would be perfect because our birthday theme was sports balls. I'll link a video of all the preparations for their birthday if you're curious, but it was a really fun, cute party, all with balls as the theme. So now that will motivate me to get those thank you cards out. I picked up this little basket. Of course, you know me, I love baskets. I'm gonna use this basket, at least for now, for all my receipts. When I come in the door, I can just put any receipts in here and then I try to go through them. Well, in my best stages, I try to go through them every week and like update and reconcile our budget, but lately it has been longer, so you can see I have quite a lot of receipts that I need to go through. But I love that it's pretty and functional. So a little basket for some receipts. Oh, we will stay on the basket theme here. I found these nesting boxes. So there's one bigger one, and then when you open it, there's another one. And inside that one, there's another one. And then that's it. They're really nice, like hard wicker. Like they're really sturdy. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put in these, but you know me. With Montessori, it's kind of a theme in our home. I use baskets for everything. So they will be used in one way or another. I think for the three of them, I paid like $8, which to me seemed worth it. Okay. Now, when we moved, we needed a few more lamps. So I was looking and I actually went to Home Goods and found 2 lamps and I bought them. And lamps there, typically every lamp is like $50 at the cheapest. Unless it's like a really small lamp, then it might be like $30. But I bought 2 lamps and they were both $50. And I think I knew they were about that expensive, and so I went in looking for lamps. So I bought 2 lamps, brought them into the space. They were okay. I liked them. But I think we're really going for this like unique home decor just with a lot of character. And that means a lot of like one-of-a-kind pieces that I find thrifted or find on Facebook Marketplace. And so then as I was sitting with those lamps thinking, wow, I just spent $100 on 2 lamps, I got on Facebook Marketplace and was looking for different lamps. And I came across this lamp. So it's a heavy duty, it's a brass lamp. This thing is like solid. I switched the shade on it, and I don't actually love this shade on it either, but the other one was like really big and dated and kind of cracked. So this is better than what it came with. My husband and I, we were like deciding, do we keep these lamps? And I had this one and I had put it in another place in the house. I brought this one back down to the living room and I set it up on the side table, and we kind of set that one up, and then we set up the one that I had gotten from Home Goods, which was this like black taller lamp with a white shade and then the black base. And when you just went between the two, one felt very like cozy and inviting and welcoming, and then the other one was just a little harsh and dramatic for the space. So I ultimately thought, like, you know what? This is the kind of feeling that I want to create in our home, just that cozy, warm environment. And so this lamp fit that much better, and it made me think I'll return those other ones and then just keep my eye out for these more antique, cozy lamps as I find them, which I did find with this one with the red shade. So this I picked up, I got her down to $20, which is just crazy. It's a great lamp. So I love that one. Okay, behind me, you see this chest here. It opens. I saw this at one of the thrift stores in town, and when I looked at the price, I couldn't quite believe it. It was $3.98, and I had like $1.50 in like rewards at the store. And so it ended up being like a little more than $2, and I love it. So right now, we'll see, we use it probably for a lot of things, but right now it has all of the boys' cars in it. And so it's a great like toy chest, storage chest. I could probably use it for linens, all sorts of things. So for like $3, that's incredible. I picked up this little watering can. I'm not sure if it's copper, but it is pretty heavy duty. It was $3. Has a nice little handle. Cute. I have another copper watering can. Again, I don't think that this is real copper, but maybe it is. I'm not sure. It feels a little heavier than that. But I wanted to have another one for the boys to each have a house plant watering can. These next two things here behind me were what I found when I went antiquing with my mom. And so, oh, there's something in here. This is a crock. I think I paid $15 for it. And I have been wanting a crock or crocks. I just think they're so classic, and they're actually really expensive. I think sometimes they're like $30, $50, $60, depending on the size of it. So this one was a great deal. It's kind of got that like crackly white paint, which I like, and I'm using it in the kitchen right now for all of our utensils, which is perfect. I picked up a potato masher. I probably will actually use it more for mashing bananas actually the boys will, for mashing bananas for banana bread. I don't have this kitchen tool. So $2, can't really beat that. This is a children's chair. It was $12. Let me get a better view of it. Very cute, kind of classic. And it's just a nice next size. I feel like I have very small children's chairs because my boys are toddlers, but they're getting a little bigger now and will be growing. And so it got me thinking that instead of trying to like get a whole set of matching kids' chairs and a table, I might just start looking for kids' chairs as I'm out thrifting or on Marketplace, and kind of put together a mix matched kid chair selection. I anticipate a lot of play dates with other moms and their young kids, and so having extra chairs for like snack time or lunch or just playing and doing artwork would be great. So this was just, it's really sturdy. It'll be great. So I might put it up in the boys' room soon as a new dressing chair, just somewhere for them to sit when they're putting their socks on or their pants on. But for now, it's just been downstairs. I'm sure it will move around a lot. Oh, okay. I'm almost to the thing that I'm sitting on. So hold on. Two toys that I have picked up when I was thrifting. These were quite a while ago, actually. I got one of these race car tracks. It just was this track, And so I ended up just going on Amazon and I bought the cars that go with it. This is the Hap brand, and I have a lot of other toys from them. Really, they're pretty high quality and durable. So this was one toy that I had wanted for the boys. I think I ended up paying, I don't know, $5 or $6 for it, but that's better than buying it new. And then this toy, I was so pleased to find. I had also been wanting one of these, which was like a hammer peg toy. So it has the hammer. And then once you hammer them all, you can just flip it. What I like about this one is that the pegs are actually plastic, which again, normally I'm a wood lady, all natural, but it keeps the pegs in the frame a little bit better, so they don't just fall out, which is incredible that we have all of them still and that it came with all of them. So this has been a nice little activity for the boys as busy toddlers. Okay, I'm gonna rearrange a little bit here and show you what I'm sitting on. Okay, this is like a very awkward position to be in. But I found this chest when I walked into a thrift store the other day. And immediately I sat and I was like, oh, that is so cool. So I opened it up. It's a big chest and it's covered in this like really unique fabric. It just seems like one of those pieces where you're like, I could make that work in our space. It's kind of not like anything else, but it's got character. It's kind of funky. And worst case, I could always just re-upholster it with a different fabric if I wanted to. I kind of like this one, but we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind over time. And I love these kinds of chests. I have 2 others that I store linens in, and then one of my big ones downstairs, I store all of the boys' like big trucks and vehicles. Just think if I can hide any of the things that don't look beautiful or pretty, I like to. So this is a really fun new addition to our chest collection. Okay, you guys, well, those are all my thrift finds. That's not all. Okay, I have 2 more things to show you, and I'm going to just overlay video clips of them because they're too big to bring in here, and then they're also hung up on the wall. I found these 2 pictures at a antique store, and it was in an area that I was like, I probably don't even need to look in that area, but then I saw them on the wall and they're just adorable. So they're framed pictures of kind of all the names of the parts of football and baseball with like dimensions and measurements and all of that. They're just so cute and kind of classic boy bedroom. So I picked these up. I think each one was like $12. But again, they were such unique pieces that I just love them. So we hung one above each of the boys' bed in their bedroom. And I just think they're going to be something that can be in their room for many years to come. So those were a really fun, special find. I found those when I was antiquing with my mom. And then the other thing that I found, and you saw this probably in my Christmas home tour if you've been here for that, was this really ornate gold chunky mirror. And so I found this at one of the thrift stores in town when we came and visited our first time. And it was a complete mistake that I even saw it because one of my sons, he wandered back to like the dressing room little area, and this mirror was just sitting up against the wall in the dressing room, but it had a price tag sticker on it. And initially I was like, oh, is this for sale? And one of the gals was like, no. And then another lady chimed in. She's like, oh yeah, it's for sale. And this beautiful ornate gold mirror, $20, which is just incredible. Such a deal. So we got that right away and I just love it. It is going to be, we've hung it up in our entryway, or more like our formal entryway. We enter in another part of the house, but if we have guests over, that'll kind of be the entryway area. We're going to be getting like a shelf cabinet to go underneath it. So right now it's a little just bare on that wall in that area, but I know it's just going to continue to be something that we love in our home, and I just get a lot of joy every time I walk past it or see myself in it. It's a really fun piece. All right, you guys. Well, those are my finds for this amount of time for these last couple of weeks. I will have more to share with you. I promise I will. It's one of my little special treats to myself to go out and check out the thrift stores. Maybe I won't find anything, but you never know what little treasures you're gonna find in these small town little stores. So if you like thrift haul videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button and follow along. Otherwise, I create a lot of Montessori inspired homemaking motherhood type content on my channel, making one new video every Friday for you to enjoy. So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye.